This is KCTV English News. I'm Nick Brontes. The Jeju branch of the Democratic Party released a statement Thursday thanking President Moon Jae-in and his administration for their work to resolve local issues and heal the wounds of local society. The president recently attended the International Naval Review at the Jeju Naval Base in Gangjeong, and he delivered words of comfort to local residents who opposed the establishment of the installation. The local party added that it will work harder to transform Jeju into a symbol of peace for both Korea and the wider world. More than 500,000 people now live in Jeju City. City officials say the population at the end of September was 500,335. The total includes Korean citizens and foreign nationals. That's 94,500 more people than were living in the city in 2006, when Jeju gained its semi-autonomous status. Nohyangdong is the most populous region of the city, with 55,000 residents. Next is Ido-idong with 50,400, followed by Yeondong with 43,200. Among rural regions, Eworup is the most populous. 36,100 people live there. The Arodong population has grown the most, nearly tripling from 12,000 in 2006 to some 34,000 now. On the other hand, populations have decreased in Ildo-Ildong, Yongdam-Ildong, Ildo-idong, and Chujamyeon. The provincial government will begin developing the Hwabuk commercial area next year, with a plan to finish the work in 2022. Local officials say the urban development project covers nearly 217,000 square meters of land in the Hwabuk area. The site will first be replatted. The province has earmarked 56.8 billion won for the project, and that total includes money for land compensation. Officials have eased building height regulations in the area. Accommodations can be as high as 55 meters, with other commercial structures capped at between 35 and 40 meters. That means a hotel could have as many as 19 floors and other buildings 14 floors. Jeju International Airport has the most wind shear alerts in the nation. The alerts disrupt landings and departures. National Assembly member and Democratic Party representative Lee Yong-deuk says that according to data he received from the Korea Meteorological Agency, there were 135 wind shear alerts at the Jeju airport through the end of August this year. That's the most among the 5 airports for which data was released. Also of note, the accuracy of weather forecasts at the local airport decreased from 91.5% last year to 90.7% this year. Improvements are underway at Shinyang Port in Chujado. The aim of the project is to ease access to the small island. Residents and tourists often struggle to get to Chujado in bad weather conditions. The provincial government will spend 7.6 billion won in national funding to expand docking facilities. The pier will be extended by 50 meters, and the turning basin will be lengthened from 180 meters to 230. Local officials say the changes will reduce the number of days per year on which ferry sailings are canceled from 73 to 58. It's time again for Film Focus. Here's Mike Laidman with what's new in local theaters.
With 2 new movies having opened over the past couple weeks, it's back to our original English programming that we go. One, Christopher Robin, is going to appeal to anyone who has any kind of history with the classic Winnie the Pooh. And really, who doesn't? Few children got through their childhood of at least a taste of the magic in the 100-Acre Wood. And then we're going to put all that nice stuff behind us as we check out Venom, starring Tom Hardy in his second superhero, if it can be called that, movie. The first being his role as Bane in The Dark Knight Rises. Now, let's get down to brass tacks here. Welcome to another edition of Film Focus. I'm Mike Laidman.
I do like a party.
Christopher Robin, the young boy who loved embarking on adventures in the 100-acre wood with a band of spirited and lovable stuffed animals, has grown up and lost his way. Now it is up to his childhood friends to venture into our world and help Christopher Robin remember the loving and playful boy who is still inside. It's a pretty common theme for movies and/or characters that were popular in one generation to go the route of having the main character being too caught up in the modern world to take the time for things that were once so important, and thus use that as a segue to rediscovering the past. The movie is all about delight, about losing yourself in the idyllic nature of the 100-acre wood, and as such, it succeeds. While it might not live up to some of A.A. Milne's stories, for anyone with a soft spot for this lovable bear, and who doesn't, well, then it's time well spent. Moving to Venom now, a movie that explores this fan favorite but often overlooked character when it comes to movies. Investigative journalist Eddie Brock attempts a comeback following a scandal, but accidentally becomes the host of an alien symbiote that gives him a violent super alter ego, Venom. Soon he must rely on his newfound powers to protect the world from a shadowy organization looking for a symbiote of their own. It doesn't help Venom that so many superhero movies are of such a good caliber these days. Amongst them, it feels lost and unsure of itself. Even Tom Hardy is defeated by the script and lack of drive and power in this somewhat botched job by Marvel. And the PG-13 rating hasn't helped things either, taking away a lot of the darkness and terror that surrounds the character.
We'll have a mostly clear start to the weekend, but skies will cloud over later on Saturday. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 13 and the afternoon high 19 degrees. In Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 12 and 20. In Seongsan, the low before lunch will be 10 and the high later on 19 degrees. Across the island in Gosan, temperatures will range from 13 to 19. The morning low up on the mountain at Songpanak will be a brisk 6. In the afternoon high 12 degrees. Out on the water, winds will be out of the north and northeast at 7 to 11 meters per second, and seas will be relatively calm. And here's a look ahead into next week. That brings us to the end of today's newscast. Thank you for joining me, and I hope you'll tune in next time. Until then, find us online at eng.kctvjeju.com. 시청자 여러분, 고맙습니다.